What's going on, guys? Here we are back for another brilliant, let's just say brilliant episode of The Cut. We're day 22. We're grinding out. We're low calories. We don't have a high day in sight or a cheat meal in sight. We are just rolling right along because we want these cuts to get even deeper, all right? We're running the cuts up, and we're going to have a brilliant day where we blast our shoulders and our chest. And this is going to be a shoulder-dominated day, but because, as you saw the video yesterday, I hit rear delts and traps quite hard, I don't really need to have those in. So really, it's just a medial front delt day, and we'll do some chest, and we'll do some abs. And it's a little bit later today, but that's all the better because it means I've had my probably 3 or 4 meals, so I'm a little bit fuller than I would be if I did it earlier in the day. The only downside to that is after the gym, I won't have as much to refuel, which is okay. We'll get through it. We'll get over it. But right now, we're feeling great. We're going to go in there. We're going to hammer the body. We're just going to go in and hammer the body. We're going to bring the savage mentality that we continue to approach each and every lift with. And we're going to go in there and let out all or any frustrations we might have on the weights. You guys are going to see every single bit of it. So I would say I'm going through a, interesting period right now. The calories, the lessened calories, do a little something to the mind. And, you have certain frustrations or things that don't particularly go your way. And the only answer to remedy these things, and I'm learning this, we all learn this, the only answer is work. You got to buckle down. You got to double down on yourself and put in the work. And the way that we do that is in the gym and in the kitchen. And it's going to keep increasing our physique until we are absolutely undeniable. So like I said, brilliant. It's going to go in. We're going to go in and it's going to be brilliant. I'm so excited. I'm ready to go. Haven't even had my pre-workout. I'm already super amped. I am tired and fatigued from the back day yesterday. You saw we put it all in the gym and we're going to repeat that. Already did my cardio. It was a beautiful day here finally. Again, it wasn't raining. So I went and got my cardio done. 68 degrees. I hammered out an hour just walking around the park and it was quite refreshing. So we're going to keep running it up, adding it up, going harder than last time. And we're going to do side delt, front delt, and chest all around here. Get the abs into play. It's going to be a good day. So, a good night. So, we'll see you in the gym right now.
All right, here we are. We're back, and this is going to be a funny angle because I got to get the standing partials in as well. But what we're going to do here, cool, bro. We're going to do, I was going to start with Smith's machine, but it's occupied, so let's just get into it. Lateral raises, 50 to 80. Let's do it. Yeah, bro. Yeah, what you want? Yeah, get you. There we go. That's one. Here we go. Number 2. Here we go. Number 3. Come on. Better than the first 2. All right, here we go. Last set, best set. Let's get after it. Come on. Ah, ah, ah. All right, next. So here we go. Let's get to it. 40 pounds. Ah, 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 ah. Yeah, that was good. At least one more of that. All right, here we go. Set number 2 here. And one thing I want to point out is when you do cable lateral raises, you want to do them behind the back because that creates the maximum amount of tension on the medial head of the shoulder. And of course, in a bodybuilding context, that is what we want. So here we go. Second set. Let's get it done. Ah, ah. There we go. Ah. 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 All right. I think we're good there. All right, so we already got a nice shoulder pump. We're going to just keep continuing on. Now we're going to do upright row, close grip, focusing on hitting that medial part of the shoulder. This is all about lateral, the lateral head of the shoulder. So here we go. Ah. 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 There we go. Let's do 4 of these. Ah. 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 Woo. Woo. All right. There we go. We're doing number 3 here. And one thing you want to remember is keep your elbows above your hands and even do that on the way down. If you're able to do that both on the way up and the way down, all of the tension will be right here, which is exactly what we want. So here we go. Number 3. Ah. 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 Yeah, good exercise. One more. Ah. 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 Hey, come on. Ah. 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 All right, shoulders adequately pumped, nice and pumped, but this exercise is to finish off the medial lateral head of the shoulder. We're going to do 2 sets. The first is going to be just straight sets, 12 reps. I went up in weight, 155. The second one is going to be a drop set. We're going to do 155 for as many as we can again, and then go down, finish off, and then we'll move on to the front delt. So here we go. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Our last set of purely medial delts. And like I said, we're going to drop set it. We're going to do 155, and then I think we'll do 110. Try to get 12 on each. Here we go. Ooh, golly. That took a lot out of me. All right, here we go. Alternate dumbbell front raise. Let's go. All right, next up, we got my favorite exercise of all exercises. You know what it is. Alternate dumbbell front raise. Plan is to hit 4 sets of these, 12 each. But we're going up in weight, 50. We'll see how much we need because my shoulders are pumped. But let's keep it rolling. Shit, that's one. Ooh. All right, let's go. 2. Yeah. Two. Here we go. Number 3. Come on. Yeah. Whew, golly. All right, here we are. Last set. These are taking a lot out of me. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it rolling. Come on. Last set, best set. Here we go. Woo. Ah! Ah! All right, as you can tell, got a good sweat going from those dumbbell alternate raises, which I like. Love to get the sweat going. The pump is pumping. And we're going to do one last shoulder movement just to touch the rear delt. I don't like to have a full shoulder pump without at least hitting one exercise for the rear delt. So here we're going to do dumbbell rear delt, sitting on a bench. I usually like to do a flat bench, but it doesn't really matter because we're more so up here on the edge of the seat. Palms facing each other like you're going to clap underneath your legs. Pull them back, all with the 7 back here. If it looks right, it's going to be a 7. You can do that in the mirror as well. So here we go. We'll do 4 sets of this. 1. All right, I'm going to do 1 down set with 30s, and then we'll move on to chest. So shoulders are absolutely lit, crazily lit, and they feel good. I got a good sweat going, but a few of those last rear delt reps were a little sloppy, so I want to make sure I finish them properly with 30-pound dumbbells, just a set of 12, make sure I'm feeling the rear delt, and then we'll move on to chest. All right, let's go chest. All right, so my plan was to try to push this when we got the decline. I had 225 last time. I was going to do 245 this time, but I'm beat. My shoulders are beat. I really exhausted myself there. So what we're going to do, just 225. Go for 4 sets of 12. If it's too light, which I don't suspect that it will be, but if it is, we'll go to 245. So here's for set number 1. All right, that wasn't bad actually. I think I'm going to put a 5 on each side, 235. All right, so I added 5 pounds on each side. We're at 235. And if I get this, I'm going to continue to go up, kind of pyramid the set, and we'll see where we go. But 4 or 5 total sets, that's all I really want to do. Here's number 2. All right, that's actually felt pretty good. We'll stay there. We'll do 2 more. Okay, 235 was a good weight, and the good news is that's up from the last time we did this. So we're hitting those mini PRs that are good indicators of retaining muscle even when you're on a deficit. So let's just keep driving, keep working hard. Hit 2 more sets here. Let's go. Here we go. Nice. Tough, but 1 more. That's good. All right, due to the fact that fatigued and tired, I decided to make the executive decision to go down for the last set. Only 135. We're going to do slow controlled reps, try to work on the pump more so than the strength aspect. And then after this, we'll get into more. We'll probably do a fly next, but here we go. Here we go. That was a good set. All right, on to flies. All right, next up we got dumbbell flies, doing flies, and pump it out, 70 pounds, get after it. Oh. That's it. Oh. Come on, get after it. Let's go. All right, so I did the first two with 70, and I'm just, gassed, maybe. But I'm going to go down for 60 on the last two sets and really focus on the mind to muscle connection, not so much of the strength aspect of the workout, but the process of contracting and expanding. I want the chest to contract and expand and build some muscle. So we went down for that. Let's do it. Come on. Yep, now that was a good set. One more. All right, last set here. And this set I'm going to do it a little bit differently. Instead of being so slow and controlled, I'm going to find the rhythm a little bit. And then once I hit 12, I'm going to bust out as many presses as I can. So let's get it done. Yeah, that's it. Whew, pretty gassed. I think I'm going to take a breather, do one more set of presses before we move on. Okay, so here we are. Chest is gassed. It's primarily the upper part of the chest because that ties into your shoulder muscles. The front delt, of course, works along with the chest or do any kind of fly motion. So we're going to finish off this portion of the workout with some presses. I'm going to take just the same 60 pounds, focus on the pressing, focus on the squeeze, do as many as we can, and we'll do something else. So here we go. Jeez. Gas. Okay, we're actually going to stay here for one more set. And we went down to 50s. It's going going to be another press, but instead of pressing them apart, we're going to hold the dumbbells together and press them like this. And what this should do is provide a great squeeze of the chest muscles. So we'll do this till failure, and then maybe we'll do 2. Who knows? Being fluid with our training. So here we go. Ooh, I like that. I'm getting a good pump from that. We'll do that one more time. All right, we're going to do another set just like we did the last one. And the emphasis here is on the squeeze, and how you create a bigger squeeze is actually actively squeezing the dumbbells together. And if you're just sitting down, you can feel it. When you go like this, your chest. You got chest activation, which is what we're going for, especially since we've done so many flies and shoulder work. We want to really ensure we're thinking about the chest here. So let's do it. All right, that's about it. What do we think? Whew. All right, this feels so good. Really feels just amazing. You can start to see the striations coming in, and this is a great workout for that. So I feel like firing it up. One more round. Let's do it. Last set, best set. Fuck. Yeah, that was failure. We failed there, but we succeeded in failing, which is kind of what this whole thing's about. Anyways, rest pause. 2 more maybe? I don't know. Whew. All right, now we're toast. Next. Damn. All right, well, we're beaten, battered, and bruised from what we've done so far, but that doesn't stop a thing. We're going to do another favorite, low cable flies, really getting the bottom of the chest, sculpting the chest. So I want to do 4 sets of these, 30 pounds, so about what we've been doing. Let's get it going. All right, let's finish on a pec deck. All right, we're winding down here to the end of the workout, and the last exercise we're going to do for chest is your pec deck. So the plan is 2 sets here. Just exhaust the muscle. It's already pretty exhausted, but 2 sets, all we can go, and that'll be chest. Just one. All right, one more like that. All right, well, staying in theme, the plan here is to do a drop set just to finish off the chest. That'll be it. So let's do it. Ah! All right, let's go down. All right, let's do one thing at abs. Gotta do abs. Gotta get abs in. Let's do it. All right. Well, typically I preach weight with the abs, but I feel like this is a pretty good unweighted exercise. The weight comes from gravity. So we're gonna do 4 sets here. And that'll probably be a day because I'm gassed and it's over 2 hours. So here we go. Whew. Man. Shoulder, chest day, boom.
What's going on, guys? Here we are back in the kitchen post shoulder chest day. I don't know if you can hear it. I got the laundry running. It's a little later tonight, so you're getting to see me have my protein shake that I have pretty much on a nightly. As we get into the diet, I'll probably start to cut this down, either be smaller or eliminate it completely, because what that will do is shave off calories for my total deficit. But right now, we're moving in the right direction, and we're almost reaching a new level of freakishness. And the way I can tell that is because when I go in the gym, people either stare or come up and say, "What's up?" Come up and ask me some lifting advice. The girls are all looking at me. You know, I catch them looking and they look away real fast type thing. So it's positive. We're moving in the right direction. The body is shaping up, and I owe it to the diet for sure. I've dialed the diet in. Love that. I ramped up the intensity. You guys see every time we go in the gym, we go in with intensity. And even a day like today, it's a little bit later. I did my cardio first. I was tired and fatigued from the day yesterday, so I was putting it off. I knew I was going to go in the gym and get the work done, but I was putting it off. It was getting later and later and later. But even though all of the distractions that were going on, I still went laser focused in the gym and got the job done. And it's funny because, you know, I was probably 3 or 4 exercises in, and, you know, I mentioned I was a little bit frustrated about things today. I literally couldn't even remember what I was frustrated about because I was just so in the zone and locked in. And now I feel like I'm on top of the world, which is brilliant, especially when I get to have a nice protein shake. So what's in the protein shake? We got skim milk, and I think I did 26 ounces tonight, 2.5 scoops of protein powder, and then cinnamon. And I heard this from Jay Cutler. You always want to include cinnamon when you can, of course. You know, if you're eating steak and mac and cheese, you're probably not going to put cinnamon on it. But when you can, use cinnamon post-workout. And he says, you know, Jay Cutler is my favorite bodybuilder, so anything he says, I don't even really have to listen to the explanation. I'm just going to go with it. But he says that it increases your insulin sensitivity post-workout, allowing more of the calories you're consuming, the carbs and the protein, to go into the muscle and make you bigger. So got cinnamon in that. I put a pretty good amount of cinnamon and it tastes absolutely fantastic. So that's awesome. You're getting to see one of my brightest points of the day is drinking the protein shake. And another thing with the diet, it's been a little bit different. I ran out of oatmeal and I was supposed to get it last time I went to the store, just kind of forgot that I ran out. So instead of having 50 grams of oatmeal in the morning, I still eat the fruit with the protein. I put the protein in my coffee, so I mix the coffee in with the protein, which is a pretty good trick if you guys like coffee and you want to get your protein down with no carbs. You need a little bit of carbs for the protein to digest, or some fats, one or the other. I prefer carbs, of course, and I wouldn't recommend fat, but I do take fish oil, so there's a little bit of fat there. And sometimes I'll mix in milk, but I do blueberries, blackberries, raspberries. I still eat those, but instead of the 50 grams of oatmeal, I added 50 grams of rice. So I did 250 grams of rice, and I actually had a little bit of my rice and venison and vegetable mix with my coffee this morning. So that was great. Went on a walk, beautiful day. Really nothing to say about that. It was absolutely pristine outside, 60, probably 5, maybe 7, 67. Super sunny, just brilliant. The sun, even though it was super sunny, the sun wasn't beating down. It was really just spectacular out. And then came back, relaxed a little bit, and knew I had to go to the gym and get things taken care of. Go in there as hard as I can. I procrastinated, but we got it done, and I think we went pretty damn hard. So that's the story. If you guys are procrastinating anything or anything's frustrating you and you need a release, you need to elevate yourself, you need to feel more, whether it's, positive emotions or relinquishing all the negative affect that you're currently experiencing, go to the gym and go as hard as you can. So we all have different levels of how hard we can go. That just comes down to our experience level. That's really all it is. And you can go as hard as you can go. Maybe you can't go as hard as the next person. Maybe you can go harder than the other person. But only you know if you're really giving it your all and if you're really going as hard as you can. And there's a point where if you continue to push as hard as you can, the body will break down, right? You don't want that. But for the hour to 2 hours that you're in the gym, that's a small enough allotment of time for you to go in there and go as hard as you can. Literally go as hard as you can. Try to break your body by going as hard as you can. And if you do that, and let's say you do that only 4 times a week, and your diet is semi on point, you're at least not in a extreme surplus with a lot of extra added fats, your body will change. Your body will change quickly and brilliantly. I know I said that in the preamble. You will have a brilliant change to your body. But that only occurs if you go hard. If you don't go hard, yeah, you'll make some marginal improvements, but a lot of times when you go in the gym and you see people that haven't really changed much, they look the same as they did 6 months or a year ago, and you're like, well, I see that guy every day. What's going on? It's probably because he's not going hard. Look at him again and see, is he pushing every set? Is he really in the gym with a purpose? I think that's the most important takeaway from this, is you need to go in the gym with a purpose, and the purpose needs to be going as hard as you can. And what happens when you have that purpose and intention and you actually put it into action, all the negative things surrounding your life just melt away and you find peace between the iron. It's really beautiful. It's poetic, So anyway, that's the story today. We got a massive shoulder workout completed and chest fried. And I did abs at the end, and the abs at the end, they were cramping because I was just so fried. My muscles were fried. And I was really emphasizing the stretch and feeling them contract. I was really going hard on the abs. Even though we didn't use weight, the gravity is enough to simulate weight. Obviously, it's 9.8 meters per second of force towards the earth. So you're getting some weight or some resistance through the gravity. And if you use that properly with a slow enough, eccentric and slow enough concentric, and you're focused enough on the actual abdominal muscles working, you'll get a great workout. And it all goes back to going as hard as you can. Each set, you know if you went as hard as you can or if you could have went harder. I know if I went as hard as I can or if I could go harder. And there's some sets where maybe it's baked into the cake that you're not going to go as hard as possible. Like for some of the smaller muscles, the rear delt exercises, the shrugs, the calves, you're still going to go hard, but it's not like you're bending over breathing super heavy after the set. Now you still went hard, you pushed the muscle to the max, but it doesn't cause as much central nervous system fatigue. It's more localized to the muscle, and that's fine. But the main lifts, and every day you go in, you have a few main lifts, you want to push those hard. So I think I'm belaboring the point, but repetition is the mother of all learning, so I have to ensure that I keep spreading the message of intensity, because I believe that is one of the core tenets and aspects to my success. And like I said, I'm reaching a new level. I'm reaching new levels. I'm on a new level, as famously said by one of my favorite artists, Future Hendrix. So that's it. It's late. We're going to have this protein shake, drink the rest of it. I'm so excited for that. And tomorrow, the star is back. We're back for legs, hack squat, quads. Let's go. I'll see you then.